Welcome to Buckyball Gymnasium here at Drury High School for the opening broadcast of the high school basketball season 2024-2025. Hi, I'm Tim Morey alongside former Drury girls basketball coach John Franzoni. And Coach, we got a great game here to kick off our high school basketball season as you have one of the real powers in Division IV, Monument Mountain, facing off against a Drury team that is anticipated to be right in the mix in the state tournament.
Yeah, this is a heck of an opener for first Friday night of the basketball season to have Drury and Monument playing right out the bat. So great test for both teams. We got a few kids out with some injuries, but it's going to be a nice test for the Drury younger kids to see who can step in and fill some roles. That's going to help Coach Rissette's team, I think, during the season, having these young kids playing early.
Well, you alluded to it, John. Drury's going to be a little bit short-handed here tonight as they have Miles Beauchamp, their senior guard, and Connor Hinkle, their do-everything junior forward, both out with ankle injuries and will not see action tonight for Coach Rissette. And so, they're going to be short-handed and a real test against this very veteran Monument Mountain Spartan squad. But, as you said before we came on the air, it's kind of a blessing in disguise a little bit for Drury as it gives Coach Rissette an opportunity to give some players some experience and fill out a squad.
Definitely. I think it's a great opportunity for these players who haven't necessarily had a ton of varsity minutes. They're going to be thrown right in the fire first game of the year against a veteran backcourt in Monument with Manny Brown returning, who was a strong player for Monument last year and looks even more. They mentioned in the Eagle article today he's gotten taller, and you can see he's certainly much longer than he was last year, and he's a great player. Isaiah Kiefner, who was a big-time player for them last year, and then Griffin McElroy. So Monument's solid. They lost Khalil Carson, but they're bringing back some real firepower on their perimeter, and Drury's got to handle that tonight to stay in this basketball game.
Well, both teams are headed over to the sidelines here. We're just about ready for the opening tip, and we're going to have the introduction of the starting lineups here in just a moment. And we're back here now just about ready for the introduction of the starting lineups for tonight's contest here between the Monument Mountain Spartans and the Drury Blue Devils.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to Drury High School. This evening, your Blue Devils play host to the Monument Mountain Spartans in the season opener for both programs. Your attention, fans, the MIAA North Adams Public Schools in Drury promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and all spectators. We ask your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and grounds for removal from the contest this evening. We ask that you please respect all players, coaches, officials, and game administrators with us this evening. Please note, artificial noise makers such as horns, bells, or whistles are also prohibited and will result in removal from the gym this evening. On behalf of all of us at Drury, we thank you for your cooperation. And now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors from Monument. Starting at guard, a senior, number 2, Christian Blanchard. At guard, a senior, number 3, Isaiah Kiefner. At center, a junior, number 15, Dom Galudi. At guard, a senior, number 24, Griffin McElroy. And at guard, a senior, number 1, Manny Brown.
And so, John, this starting squad for Monument Mountain, very experienced, 4 seniors and a junior. So there's a lot of experience coming back here for Coach Randy Coldis.
Yeah, definitely. Very athletic, 4 guards and a post player, kind of the norm these days, and they're going to be tough.
Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Drury Blue Devils. Starting at guard, a sophomore, number 10, Jorge Bond. At forward, a freshman, number 22, Sam Bullitt. At forward, a junior, number 41, Lucas Hamilton. under the direction of head coach Jack Brissett. Your officials this evening are Jack Wood and Kurt Chalana. At this time, fans, we ask that you please rise, direct your attention towards the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And so both teams going back to their respective benches for some last-minute instructions here prior to the tip-off of this season opening contest between Monument Mountain and Drury High School. Both teams projected to do very well in their respective divisions. Monument Mountain Division 4 and Drury in Division 5. I know Drury's short-handed here, John, but you got to like what they've got coming back. And when they get healthy, I think they're going to be a very tough out in Division 5.
Definitely. I mean, getting kids like Lucas Hamilton and James Varellis. I mean, Varellis played some minutes previously, and Sam Bullitt. Those kids are going to get some valuable playing time and get game experience. And they're all quality athletes that play other sports and have played basketball for multiple years here. So it's good that they're getting some early run right away, and it's going to be very important for the Drury season to develop some bench time and some good role players coming off that bench. And by the way, it's a great student section here tonight.
Absolutely.
That was the loudest JV game. Peter and I were just talking when you were getting numbers about the JV crowd was awesome tonight. I've never heard a crowd like that, and it's good. Hopefully they keep that up in the varsity.
Yeah,
game.
A lot of school spirit here. Mormon Kaludi. Kaludi's got the tap for Monument, and they'll get the first possession of this one. There's Brown, and he is tough. Kaludi steps back and misses the jumper. And Manny Brown with a rebound for Monument. They'll reset here. Long jumper, no good. And Kaludi corrals that rebound. So Monument gets again another rebound. And another shot at it, but they don't convert. And here comes the Blue Devils.
Good defense by Drury not to foul on that drive by Brown.
And the jumper there from the corner by Sammy Bullitt. Just a freshman.
Not shy, he put it right up.
0-0 here as we start this one.
That's our game now, though, isn't it, Tim? I mean, three-point shots, everybody's shooting them.
Exactly. No one is bashful, that's for sure.
I guess not.
And there is Brown with a step back, and he's got three.
And he's the key for Monument. He's got the most experience. He comes back, and he's going to run the show. So Drury's got to do a good job on him tonight.
And there is Bond for the long three-pointer. Mormon on the boards, misses the turnaround. And here comes Monument on the breakout. And that's converted there by Christian Blanchard. 5-0 Monument here. Opening moments of this one. Bond looking to take Brown. Give and go, and count it.
Nice drive by Lucas Hamilton to finish off a nice pass by Mormon.
The junior gets Drury on the board. 5-2 here, 6 minutes to go in this opening period. Keepner, shot is missed, and here come the Blue Devils. Bond on the move. all the way to the basket. Doesn't go, and they're going to call it goaltending. So count it there for
We'll give Bond
Jorge
the basket.
Bond.
Yeah, they can't slap the backboard.
5-4, Monument Mountain here. 5:52 to go. And here comes Brown in the forecourt. The kickoff there to Blanchard. And the shot is blocked. They're going to call a foul on the play. And Blanchard will go to the line and shoot a pair for Monument.
Fouls on Mormon. That's a big foul there. You can't get him in foul trouble.
Drury does not have a lot of size other than Mormon, and so it's important for him to be on that floor, John, at all times for the Blue Devils.
He's definitely a key, especially in light of a few of their veterans being out tonight. They're going to need him to be on the floor, and he did a great job in that set 2 possessions back where Monument came to him and was going to attack him off his dribble, and he found the open player for a good inside basket.
Okay, so Blanchard gets 1 of 2, and it makes it a 6-4 Monument lead here. And they're going to call travel on the outside. That'll go against Bullitt.
I think something you see early in these possessions, too, is Monument's got a few new faces this year, but they're still going to push that ball hard in transition, so Drury's got to focus on getting back in transition.
And nice backdoor pass there. And the jumper doesn't go. Kaludi clears the boards for Monument. And the up and under goes there. Score for Griffin McElroy, the senior. 8-4 Monument.
You always say second shots, and Monument's getting a lot of second opportunities tonight so far.
Mormon calling for it on the post. Ball will stay with Drury here. They'll inbounds from the side with 4:58 to go in this opening period. And they're going to call a timeout by Drury here. Coach Reset wants to talk it over with his squad here with 4:58 to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, I think that, Drury looked like they wanted to try to get the ball into Mormon there off that out of bounds play, but Monument adjusted quickly, and then the other Drury players kind of froze a little bit. So good timeout by Coach Reset to avoid the turnover.
And John, you look at this Drury squad. Of course, they're missing Miles Beauchamp, their outstanding senior guard, who's on the injured list here, suffering an injury playing soccer. He's expected back. Talking with Coach Reset, he'll be back around the first of the year. As will Connor Henkel, also with an ankle injury. So those are big losses experience-wise for Drury.
Especially with the number of minutes those kids played last year, and they had some really good success. Beauchamp was, had some big-time moments, especially late in games last year, and Henkel really came on the last part of the season. But I would say early tonight, some good minutes from Lucas Hamilton and Sam Bullitt stepping up right away looking for his shot outside. So this is what I think Drury really needs to even advance further. Last year they relied very heavily on their starting 5, so I'm sure Coach Reset is looking at this as an opportunity to see who can step in and play some minutes even when the veterans come back.
So Drury will inbound the ball. They trail 8-4 here in this first quarter, 4:58 to go. Bond tied up there in the corner. And Bullitt working against Manny Brown. Bond here. 3 on shot clock. Drury's got to put it up. And there's going to be a violation. Doesn't go. Shot clock violation there against Drury, and Monument Mountain will take over.
Just a little late for Lucas Hamilton there. He drained it, but definitely after the buzzer.
And Kaludi to Brown. Brown with a step-back three-pointer, doesn't go. And that ball is tracked down by Drury. And here comes Ali Bond. Jorge off the bullet. And Drury will reset. Ball knocked away there by Kiefner, and he'll score it. Isaiah Kiefner. And Bond rushes it into the forecourt again, and they're going to call a foul on the block there. That's going to go against Kiefner.
And that's the thing against Monument. You cannot turn the basketball over because they've shown the last couple of years that they're going to attack you in transition off of rebounds and especially off of turnovers. So you have to take care of the basketball to limit their chances in transition.
10-4, Monument Mountain here in this first quarter of action at the Bucky Bullet Gymnasium. Bond gets away and drains it. Jorge Bond, he's in the book. He's got 4 points now for the Blue Devils. Long three-pointer doesn't go, and Mormon there for the rebound. Oh, beautiful pass by Bond on the baseline there. First basket here for Colin Daly, and it's 10-8, Monument. Kiefner to the basket, can't get it to go. Kaludi finishes it off. And Kaludi's been a solid force on the board so far here.
Yeah, he's already attacked and got several offensive rebounds, and I would say it's good to see him go up with one. He kept kicking it back out for the three, but he went right up strong that time for the finish.
Corrales misses that jumper. Mormon going to take it to the basket. His shot will not go. The step back doesn't go, and Brown will clear that rebound. Brown rushes into the forecourt and pull-up jumper for the senior.
Yeah, if two Drury players contested Brown on that rebound, you got to get back. You cannot contest him because that gives them the advantage when he breaks out of it.
Brown has 5 points for the Spartans. Jorge Bond, the step back, doesn't go, back rimmed it. And Kaludi with a strong rebound. And the ball knocked away there by Bullet. Here comes Bond. Boy, no foul there, a lot of contact. Breakout there for Monument.
I would say they're letting him play tonight.
Yeah, they are. And there's a step back jumper there by Brown. And they're going to call a timeout for Drury. I know Coach Reset wasn't happy on that last possession for Hoosick Valley. I'm sorry for Drury when Bond looked like he was really hit pretty hard there.
The one thing I'll say though, and we try to tell players this all the time, and it's hard because Jorge Bond going to their Kaluti's a big kid, so he goes into him, but then he kind of he got himself off balance too because he's trying to avoid the block.
Right.
And he would have you're better off getting into the space of the big guy as opposed to stepping back. When you give him space, you make the big player even tougher because they can block your shot, and you're not getting them in foul trouble. So you really got to go after them and get into their body. You can't go away from them and get the foul. That's the only thing I'll say. And
early on, as you indicated, John, early on, Monument Mountain looks to push that ball every opportunity.
They do. They're just, Brown is quick in a transition. So are Kiefner, McElroy, and Blanchard. So Drury's got to really focus, as we said, of having good quality offensive possessions. And then when, if they miss or they score, either way, just get back because Monument's coming hard. And you guys make them face a set defense every time because they haven't shown good success. They're jacking up some quick three-point shots, and when Drury gets a rebound, they can go in transition.
Mormon backs it out here for the Blue Devils. And a step back jumper is good there by Ramel Alvarez for three. His first points of the night. And ball tied up. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go over to the Blue Devils.
Glad to see that was a jump ball. I was a little worried Mormon was going to get his second foul there. They can't afford that.
Yeah, he has to be careful now. Minute 22 to go in this first quarter. Here comes Mormon to the basket, and they're going to call a block there on Kaludi. And so Sammy Mormon will go to the line and shoot a pair for the Blue Devils.
I'll say he's a little fortunate there because Kaludi was ready and he kind of moved himself. Like he didn't need to move and he did, and that gave him the block instead of getting the charge.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure Coach Reset was anxious on that play.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be bad, but then thankfully it worked out well for Drury.
Sammy Mormon, a senior for the Blue Devils.
Tell you, Jorge Bond showing some really maturity in his game. The little pull-up jumper after the Monument contested the three, and then next possession with a great dish inside. He's playing with some great composure.
Yep. And Mormon missed them both. And a foul in the backcourt. Kind of unforced error there for Drury. The foul was on Shane Faucher, number 15. Scratch that. That was on Logan Rogers, the senior, and a foul on the drive there. And that's going to send Kiefner back to the line for Monument.
Yeah, we got a few numbers I think that are off from that roster that was on the online today from Drury. I think like Mormon will says 31, he's really 21. Right. Varela says 12, he's really 20. So we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we're gonna on the fly here.
Yeah.
John, on the fly.
It's the key, right? Still kids in school, you got to learn how to adjust, right?
Right, exactly. early in the season for everybody, both the teams and us.
Exactly. We'll get there. We're ready.
Opening broadcast of high school basketball on Northern Berkshire Community Television. And Kiefner gets 1 of 2. And it's now 17-11. Monument Mountain here. Under a minute to go in this opening quarter. Bond looking to try to create some offense. Bond again with a long jumper. He got it for 3. And Drury's going to need that, John. They're going to need to get off a lot of offense from Jorge Bond.
Yeah, he's shown good variety in his game here. Versatility because he's hit a 3, he's hit a pull-up jumper, he's had some drives to the basket. He's playing very well and very mature, and he's going to need to for Drury to be successful this year.
Just a sophomore, Jorge Bond. Kiefner finds Brown. Brown going to take it himself. Pulls up, does not go, and that's going to do it for the first quarter action. And we've played one here at Drury High School, and the score after the first quarter is Monument 17 and Drury 14. And really, Drury played pretty well there that first quarter, John.
They did. They handled that run that Monument went on midway through the quarter very well. I mean, that was a good, Coach Reset used his timeouts well to make sure he kept his team out of panic mode. You have to really handle those runs. Teams are going to make runs during the game, especially a team like Monument with some veteran players. And Drury, I thought, showed some good, like I said, versatility from Bond, but also getting good minutes from Lucas Hamilton, from Sam Bullitt, and from Ramel Alvarez, too, as well as the bench. And then Colin Daly came in as well, who has some experience. So really some good minutes for a lot of players for Drury, and that's going to pay off for them because they really need those kids to step in and play. And I think they showed some good things from those players that are getting their first varsity experience in some cases.
Right.
It's a big test. Monument's been a solid Division IV contender, not just at the Western Mass, but in the state level. And so Drury's hanging right with them tonight and doing a great job on both ends of the court.
Absolutely.
I'm sure Coach Reset is telling them, though, got to limit the second shots. Monument's had a lot of second shot opportunities and hasn't taken advantage. So Drury's got to tighten up on those offensive boards.
Well, Monument will have the first possession as we start the second quarter of play here. They lead it by 3, 17-14. And Kaludi thinks about it here for a minute. And Kaludi Shot doesn't go. And he's willing to take that three-pointer. That's for sure. And they're going to call a foul.
I still say the best move we made the whole first period was that rebound and go up strong. And I'm sure Coach Coldus would like to see him. They want everybody to shoot, right? That's the new game. Everybody shoots, but I think he needs to get inside and dominate a little bit in there.
All right, Mormon gets the ball into the front court for the Blue Devils. And there goes Bond. There, Bullet for three. First points there for Sam Bullet, and we're tied at 17 apiece.
I tell you, the other thing about Sam Bullet, he showed that he's willing to shoot that three and some good maturity with the ball, but he's been guarding Brown the whole game too, and he's in. That's a big assignment for a freshman to take on Manny
You better
Brown.
believe it. Good point there, John. Brown, one of the top players here in Berkshire County.
He's hanging with him.
And he goes to the basket and score. Beautiful spinning move there by Manny Brown. He's got 9 points. And it's answered by Bond for three. And Drury has its first lead of the ball game. That's a second three-pointer for Bond. He's got 10 points here. Drury leads it 20-19. And they're going to call a foul on the floor against Bond. He was guarding McElroy.
They're not guarding each other. That's a great matchup with Bond on one end and Brown on the other end.
Yes.
Because both can fill it up.
That is for sure. And step back there. Doesn't go. And here comes Drury on the rebound. Jorge Bond doesn't get that one to go. And Monument will clear the rebound. Ahead. Long three-pointer there by Meckler, but Kaludi on the boards. He's had a big game on the boards.
Yeah, he has to have 6-7 rebounds already, and most of them on the offensive board. There he's again clearing the defensive board now.
And Monument looking to run. McElroy. Again, Monument on the board. Shot blocked there. And Bullet with the rebound. That shot won't go. And McElroy comes out of there with it. They've got a 1-point lead, Monument Mountain, 21-20 with 5:20 to go here in this first half. Manny Brown, his three-pointer doesn't go. Both teams going a little bit cold here.
They're getting a little ragged here. Typical early season.
Oh, ball stolen away there by Kiefner. Oh, gets it ahead to Brown. And he brings it down.
11 points for Brown now. Great play by Kiefner, though. Great defense and a good look.
On the strip on the front court for Drury. It's a 3-point Monument lead, 23-20. And Kiefner, another there. Oh, almost another steal, and it does tied it up. And it will go to Drury. Kiefner, Isaiah Kiefner doing a great job defensively on Bond.
Yeah, he's stepped into that. Since Bond went a little bit of a run, they put Kiefner on him, and he's making things a little more difficult for Jorge Bond.
As we pointed out, this is a veteran Monument lineup. They play 3 seniors and a junior. Spinning shot will not go.
And they do with Blanchard and Brown and Kiefner and McElroy. They can really defend you on the perimeter too. Make things difficult for you to get a shot or a drive.
Absolutely. Throws it up, doesn't go. And here comes Brown again. McElroy finds Kiefner for 3. Beautiful pass there on the penetration by McElroy to Kiefner.
Yeah, it's an impressive run after Drury took the 1-point lead. Monument's come back with a 7-0 run.
That's kind of a flat shot there for Drury. And the putback is good. Lucas Hamilton, he's got 4 points now.
That was a big basket for Drury. They really needed that.
Absolutely. Had to break that run by Monument.
And especially right now, they got Mormon and Bond on the bench. So you look around and say, who's going to score? And Lucas Hamilton steps up and answers that call.
Kaludi out front here for the Blue. That finds Brown on the baseline. Beautiful entry pass there. Kaludi to Brown.
And Kaludi's been a big part of this run with the rebounds and also some nice passes on the perimeter.
13 points now for Manny Brown here in this first half. It's a 6-point Monument lead, 28-22. They're going to call a foul on the outside. It's only the second team foul this quarter for Monument. And I think that's going to go against Brown on the perimeter. He's going to take a seat for the Spartans. And Mormon and Jorge Bond back into the game for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, coach snuck in a quick rest for them with 3 minutes left in the first half. That's important.
Three-pointer goes.
Alvarez, second one.
Yep, he's got 2 3-pointers, 6 points in this ball game. 28-25. And the three-pointer from the side. That was a real line drive shot there by Finn Wheeler. Three-pointer doesn't go. Tracked down by Kiefner. He's everywhere for the Spartans. Calroy going to go to the block, and he's going to be fouled. Going to the line and shoot a pair on the penetration.
Tough drive by McElroy there. He really did a good job of getting a good ball fake and getting to the basket, and then took advantage of Colin Daly having a little momentum going into his body for the 2-shot foul. I like the way Mel Alvarez has gone off the bench and hit 2 nice threes. Good. He really strokes the ball very well from outside. A lot of confidence, and it's a good to have some more scoring threats in the game, so it takes a little bit the pressure off of Jorge Bond. And Monument's really taken away Sam Mormon tonight. He doesn't have any points yet, so that's a key for some other kids like Lucas Hamilton and Alvarez to step in and make some baskets for Drury.
McElroy misses the first one here. He's going to have one more. And he missed them both, but there's Kaludi again. Three-pointer doesn't go. Monument on the boards, and they're going to have the ball on a tie-up. So that's really been, in my opinion, John, the difference in this game so far. Too many second chance opportunities for the Spartans.
Right, Monument's taking a lot of those outside deep three-pointers, and naturally those rebounds are going to come when they're missed. They're going to come along, and Drury's getting caught too far inside, and the ball's going right over their head too many times for second shots, and that's the difference in this game right now.
28-25, Monument with 2:10 to go here in this first half. It's been a back-and-forth affair here. Season opener for these two squads. To the basket, the ball taken away by Mormon. And ball stolen away. And here comes Monument. Oh, nice alley-oop there to Brown.
Great look by Kiefner.
Yeah, Kiefner has done it on both ends of this floor here for the Spartans. Mormon taking it hard to the basket, and he's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. A minute 35 to go in his first half. Monument with the 5-point lead, 30-25. Sam Mormon here will get a pair for the Blue Devils. He's yet to convert from the foul line. He's 0 for 3 now.
Yeah, especially the times that he's going to get the ball inside. I mean, I know it's the first game and got to get your stroke down, but he's going to have to make his free throws because he's going to go to the line a lot this year. And that duo for Monument with Kiefner and Brown, they're tough because they play both ends of the court hard, and they generate a lot of their offense off of their defense.
Off of those turnovers, exactly. They are multi-dimensional. Sammy Mormon gets the second. That's
go.
his first point of the contest. 30-26 Monument here. Minute 30 to go in this first half. Kiefner into the front court. Being guarded by Sammy Bullitt. Brown and Bond, that's quite a matchup. And McElroy doesn't get that one to go. He's been cold. And Drury's gonna run it out. And Bullitt thought about it for a minute. Gets it down to Mormon. Nice drop down pass there.
Great pass by Sam Bullitt.
And that's Mormon's first bucket of the contest. It's 30-28, under a minute to go. And there's Brown with the jump back, no good. And Drury can take the lead here. And there's going to be a foul on the sideline against Monument Mountain. Actually, no foul. Actually, they've got, I think, Jorge stepping out of bounds there on the sideline. So Monument has the ball here with 38 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, the last couple of possessions, Drury's done a great job on defense. They forced him to shoot from outside, no second shot. You got to keep doing that into the second half.
Kiefner. Brown with a step back. And he's going to be fouled, and it could be for three. It's going to be.
It's also Bond's second foul, too.
Yeah.
So double bad news there for Drury.
Yep. It's going to put Brown on the line. He's going to get 3 shots here on the foul with 17 seconds to go here in this first half. That's not what you want to see at this point.
Definitely not, because, Jorge did a great job. He forced him to take a step back, a tough shot. He contested it, and he just got into his body a little too much.
And Brown, he's had a big first half. That's his 14th point here. Actually, it's
16, I think.
16th, you got it. Sorry on that. Yeah.
It's a lot of twos to count there on my scorecard.
All right.
He's had a heck of a first half.
Yep. A big first half for the senior, Manny Brown.
And I tell you, for all the threes that have been chucked up in this game already, his 16 has come on 6 twos and a 1 3-point basket, 1 free throw. So he's done a great job of taking advantage of going to the basket and scoring in the paint.
And Brown gets the second one to go. It's a 4-point Monument lead here. 10 seconds to go. Drury can play for the last shot. And Bond will take the step back. At the buzzer, doesn't go, and that's going to do it for the first half of play here at Drury High School. We finished the first half, and Monument Mountain has a 4-point lead, 32-28, and in a real wild back and forth affair for both teams.
Yeah, I thought Drury did a great job. They handled the runs that Monument made. They played some good defense in spurts on their end of the court, and the thing I'm looking at the scorecard here is that for all the threes that Monument has taken in this game, they've only made 2. The key is they've gotten, like you mentioned earlier, so many second shot opportunities and transition off of their defensive turnovers they forced. And that's really led to most of their baskets being in transition or off of second opportunities in the paint. So Drury's got to look at that in the second half, and I'm sure Coach is going to be talking about that at halftime to tell his kids that we've done a great job defending the 3. Now we got to get those second shots under control and also transition.
Absolutely. They played a good half-court defense during this first half, and other than really the baskets that Monument Mountain was able to get off a transition and second shots, Drury's hung right with them.
Yeah, Drury's had good balance. 6 players have scored. They've shown a good ability for some other kids to step up and score tonight.
All right, we're going to take a break here from Drury High School. The score at halftime is Monument Mountain 32, Drury 28. We're going to be back with second half action in just a moment. And we're back here at Drury High School at halftime of this opening contest between Monument Mountain and the Drury Blue Devils. The score at halftime is Monument 32 and Drury 28. Running down the statistics for the first half for Monument, they were led by the outstanding senior Manny Brown. He had 17 points. Backed up by senior Isaiah Kiefner, who had 6. Dom Kaluta, the big man for the Blue Devils, for Monument, had 4. For the Blue Devils, Jorge Bon, the outstanding sophomore, he had 10 with 2 3-pointers. Ramel Alvarez, he had 2 3-pointers for 6, and Lucas Hamilton had 4. The score at halftime, Monument Mountain 32, Drury 28. And John, the story of this one so far in this first half is that, experience of Monument Mountain. They are a senior-laden team, and they were able to get a lot of baskets on putback, second opportunities, and some turnovers in the front court.
Yeah, we were saying that they really, we talked about their experience. I mean, 28 of their 32 points scored by seniors, but also just their ability to get second shot after second shot that led to just too many possessions for Monument in the half court, and then also their defense really key to a couple of nice runs during that first half where they got steals by Kiefner and Brown that led to opportunities in transition. And you got a kid like Manny Brown who scores from the 3, he scores from those little pull-up jumpers, and he scores driving to the basket. And then in transition, he's lethal going through, and Kiefner does a great job of finding him and setting the tone with his defense. Then you got Kaluta, who's just strong inside. I mean, on both ends of the court, he's dominating the boards, and a couple offensive rebound baskets for him. And on Drury's side, I mean, Jorge Bon, great versatility with scoring from the outside, scoring going to the basket, and also finding his open teammates. So what Drury really needs, I think, in this half on offense is a little more Sam Mormon. He's got 3 points in the first half, and if they're going to be successful, they're going to need him to score more points than that. And I think that's a tribute to the defense that Kaluta played on him in the first half.
Yeah, Kaluta had a nice first half for Monument Mountain, especially on the boards. He was a real force. He only had 4 points in the first half, but boy, he tracked down a lot of rebounds for Monument Mountain. Yeah,
4 points and about a dozen rebounds. So he's strong inside, and that's the way, like you talked earlier, that's the way the game's played. 1 strong post players and 4 perimeter players. And Drury's side, I would say that some really good minutes, like we've talked about already. Sam Bullitt played very well on both ends of the court. He was guarding Brown for stretches in the first half and doing a good job. And then Lucas Hamilton with a couple of big baskets, and Ramel Alvarez coming off the bench with 2 big threes. So they've gotten good versatility to back up Bond's 10 points.
And of course, you can catch up on all of the high school basketball action during this upcoming season. Each week on High School Basketball Weekly, yours truly and Rick Boa, along with special guests, reviewing all the high school basketball action. Every week, Thursday evening at 7:30, rebroadcast again Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and Sunday evening at 7 o'clock. High School Basketball Weekly on channel 1302. And both teams now getting final instructions coming out for this second half. And Monument will bring out onto the floor the same team that started this ball game. 4 seniors and a junior. A very experienced squad for the Spartans. The same thing for Coach Reset. He's got his starting lineup back on the floor to start this second half. Drury has the ball first, Bond with it. And I'm sure they're going to try to look to get Mormon into the offense here a little bit, and they go right to him on the blocks against Kaluta. Mormon turnaround, doesn't go.
See, Coach Reset wants that ball to go right inside early in the second half.
Brown, step back 3, he's got it. Manny Brown picks up where he left off in this first half, and he's got the first points for Monument Mountain. The floater goes there. Lucas Hamilton, he's got 6 points, the junior.
Yeah, nice job by Lucas tonight. He hasn't taken many shots to get those 6 points either.
having a nice job, doing a nice job for Coach Reset here. Brown again with a step back. That one does not go. And Kiefner runs it down.
He's just always on the ball. Always.
He is everywhere for this Spartan team. And jumper doesn't go, and Bond's got the rebound. Here comes the Blue Devils. Bond with a long three-pointer. Front rims it. Brown with the up and under. Score it. He's tough in the open court, John.
And that's, one little subtle thing there, because he was going to force the ball to McElroy, and it wasn't there. And he pulled it back up and got to the basket for a better shot than he could have. Instead of forcing that long pass that wasn't really there, good patience by the senior.
Very experienced, very poised. Manny Brown, one of the top players in Western Massachusetts for sure.
He's certainly showing that tonight.
That one does not go. Kiefner with the rebound. There he is. McElroy. They're going to call an offensive foul there. On the charge. Good defense there by Lucas Hamilton. Took the charge for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, great job by Hamilton. I would say that was a pretty obvious travel. I thought they missed on the pump fake there, but that's a little. got the makeup on the charge. I think Coach Coldus would have rather had the travel. But
well, it's early in the year for the referees too.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody's on their first game.
Mormon on the block. Strong move to the basket. Oh, it does not go. No luck there for Sam Mormon. Mormon on the breakout. Missed the layup.
He's having a tough night.
And here comes Drury on the breakout at the other end. Bullet all the way. Mormon
there you go.
Hangs with it. Sam Mormon. 37-32 Monument.
The good thing is Sam's being much more aggressive in this third period. They need that and keep going to the basket. Now the lid's off, so keep it going.
And a steal out front by Bullet. He converts it. And Monument Mountain going to take a timeout. A run here by Drury cuts that Monument lead to 3 with 4:50 to go here in this third quarter.
That's what Drury's done this whole game. They get down by 7 points, then they come back with 2 good possessions. Sam Mormon with a strong move, and then follow up with a good defensive play by Sam Bullet and a nice drive to the basket.
They don't go away, that's for sure. And it's back to a 3-point game here with Monument Mountain leading 37-34.
It's like we said, tonight's a chance for kids to play, right? It's a chance for players that haven't played varsity minutes like Lucas Hamilton and Sam Bullet to step in, and they're showing they belong on the court. They're doing a great job tonight of helping to keep their team in this basketball game.
Without question. It's a long season, just the first game here tonight. Some high expectations for this Drury Blue Devils squad. Of course, couple injuries, couple starters not playing here tonight. Miles Beauchamp and Connor Hinkle, but
yeah, you told Coach Reset it's going to be 37-34 with 5 minutes left in the third period with Beauchamp and Hinkle out. I'm sure he would say, okay, let's play.
Very, very satisfied, I'm sure. Getting a good effort from his squad here.
And really, Drury's showing more depth in this game than Monument. Monument's gone with that starting 5 pretty exclusively in this game, and we'll see how that pays off in the fourth quarter.
Step back, no good. Boy, I'll tell you, Kaludi on the rebound on the tip. He's not bashful.
No. Some good patience on the rebound, though. Got it to Brown. Let's get set up and get a better shot.
And there's a step back jumper by Brown. He's been the difference in this contest here.
Yeah, he's a key. He's just relentless, and he can score from multiple ways.
But Jorge Bond
And
answers,
so can Bond.
and he's got 12 points now for Drury. Brown, long three-pointer. Doesn't go. Ball will go over to Drury. 39-36. Monument with the three-point lead. Drury hanging tough here. They're not going away.
And that last possession was a break because Brown was wide open. I'm sure Drury does not want to give him open looks like that, but got a break, and he missed one for a change, and the ball going Drury's way. Some pressure here for Monument.
Mormon gets that ball into the front court, and Bond will set the offense for Drury here. They trail by 3 with 3:30 to go in this third quarter. Bond, another long three-pointer. He's got it for the tie. Jorge Bond.
And that was a great decision by Sam Mormon. Tried to go to the basket. Clutie stopped him, and he made a great pass to Jorge Bond for the tie.
And that's going to be a turnover. Backcourt violation, and Drury has a chance to take the lead now.
And Drury's gone a nice 9-2 run here. They were down by 7. They've played some really tough possessions on both ends of the court since they got down. Here's a key one right here. It'd be nice to get the lead for Drury, get the crowds into it, get them loud here for them going into the end of the third quarter.
All right, Bond sets the offense here. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. We're tied at 39 apiece. Drury can take their first lead of this ball game. Bond tied up. Good defense there by Kiefner. And they got it with Bullitt. Turnaround jumper, and Drury's got a 2-point lead. And just like that, Manny Brown answers.
That was a great move by Sam Bullitt. The last possession for Drury. He really went to the basket strong and then pulled up for a nice little floater.
26 points for Manny Brown. The lead all scorers in this one. It's tied at 41 apiece. Jorge does not get the three-pointer. McElroy. No, and there's Clutie. Again, a second chance opportunity. And the up and under, score it there for Finn Wheeler. The sophomore has got his first basket, and Monument with the 2-point lead.
Real nice move by Finn Wheeler.
You know,
that second shot again, though. That's
John, for all the offense that Brown gives you, and he's outstanding, really the engine of this team is, I think, is Kiefner.
I agree. He is on the ball constantly. He's getting offensive rebounds, making steals. He's guarding other team's best player. I agree with 100%.
And there he is, and it doesn't go.
Got fouled.
Here comes Bond. Drury looking to tie or take the lead. And Mormon with a putback for the Blue Devils. And we're tied at 43 apiece, pending a three-point shot, foul shot here.
Big offensive rebound finish by Sam. He's come alive in this third period, doing a great job on both ends of the court for Drury.
So Mormon with a chance for the three-point play and a lead for the Blue Devils. And he's got it. And that's 8 points now for Sam Mormon. Drury has a 1-point lead, 44-43. The up and under does not go by McElroy. He's going to go to the line and shoot a pair for the Spartans. With a minute 8 to go here in this third quarter, and this has been an entertaining contest for the opener. Both teams going back and forth.
That's where Monument's done a nice job tonight. When they go to the basket, they know how to draw the contact, go up strong into it, and get to the free throw line. They haven't really taken advantage of it. They're 4 for 9 right now, but 5 for 10, so they're getting their stroke a little bit. But those trips to the free throw line are what is the sign of a good veteran team like Monument is. They know how to draw that contact and get to the line.
Okay, McElroy now has a second here. He can give Monument the lead. They're tied at 44 apiece. Gets them both. 4 points for McElroy. A minute to go here in this third quarter, and it's Monument Mountain with the 1 point lead. Yeah, they lined that up. They had it pretty well set up there.
Yep, good play by McElroy.
Offensive foul there for Mormon. That's his third, more importantly.
Yeah, Coach Rossetti going to get him out of there before he plays another defensive possession here. Maybe not.
Here comes Kiefner. Being guarded out front by Alvarez for the Blue Devils. Step back there, it doesn't go by Brown, and the rebound here. Drury can take the lead. Oh, ball stolen away by Kiefner, gonna go the other way. Step back. Oh, that was a real sweet move there by Kiefner.
Yeah, great play on defense end of the court, and then he attacks in offense going in transition.
Step back, doesn't go. Here comes Monument on the rebound with 10 seconds to go here in this third quarter. They can take the last shot. They lead by 3, 47-44. Brown to the basket, scores it. And a turnaround, doesn't go. And a big surge there by Monument. Gives them the 5 point lead here at the end of the third quarter. Monument leads at 49-44, and that was a kind of a big run there for Monument, John.
Yeah, huge response. Drury takes the 44-43 lead with about a minute 15 to go, and Monument responds like a veteran team does with a 6-0 run to end the quarter.
So we played 3 here at Monument at Drury, and Monument leads it by 5, 49-44, and this has been really an entertaining contest here between these two squads for the first game of the year, John, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Monument is doing what we thought they would do. Their seniors are dominating the game with Brown and Kiefner especially taking over. McElroy, good minutes, and then their one junior that starts is Kaludi, and he's done a good job on both ends. But Drury, as we said, has gotten great fan support, and they also have gotten some great minutes from Sam Bullitt, from Lucas Hamilton, Ramel Alvarez. Very impressed with their young, newer players that are getting some time tonight, and that's going to make Coach Rossetti's team even stronger as they go into the season and play these tough games.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a quality game for Drury to be playing here. They got a tough league. They're playing this year. Pioneer, Maher, these are a tough conference that they're playing in, for sure.
Right, they got quality opponents to play every night in their division and their conference, and this is a good heck of a opening night game for both teams to play in this atmosphere and this competition.
Absolutely. All right, Monument Mountain has the ball first here to start the fourth quarter. They've got a 5 point lead, 49-44. Kaludi looking for the block. Almost thrown away there.
Good defense by Sam Bullitt.
All the way to the basket. And the shot is blocked and will stay with the Spartans. A good defensive set there for Drury.
Yeah, I mean, Sam Bullitt has great footwork on the ball. He's doing a nice job of staying in front of Brown.
McElroy. Oh, that's a big three-pointer for McElroy. The senior.
Nice look for Monument off that out-of-bounds play.
Bond tied up. Mormon against Kaludi. And a nice spin move there by Sam Mormon.
10 points now for Sam. He's really come alive in the second half, and they need that to stay in the game.
Absolutely. He was quiet in that first half. 52-46, Monument Mountain. Kiefner for 3. Boy, they've had a couple threes in a row here.
Yeah, big baskets by Kiefner and by McElroy.
Kiefner has 11 points now. And Monument with a 9-point lead. Threatening for more here. Brown, bullet on him. From the corner, doesn't go.
Heck of a pass.
That certainly was.
I'll tell you, Minus got some good minutes out of Wheeler here, too, the last couple minutes. Got away with a foul there, but.
Yeah, they missed that one. And the breakaway there by Wheeler. And Coach Reset is going to call a timeout, and he's not happy there. A lot of contact there in the Drury backcourt.
Yeah, that was a foul.
Yeah, yeah. So it's 6:07 to go. It's Monument now with the 11-point lead, 57-46, and this 11-point lead, John, doesn't really tell the story of this ball game. It's a much closer game.
Yeah, we said with a minute left in the third quarter, Drury's up 44-43. So this has been a pretty impressive 14-2 run by Monument. They've come out and got some good defensive pressure, some good transition opportunities off their steals, and then a couple of big threes by Kiefner and McElroy off of sets, and again off of second shots too as well. So this game is not an 11-point game. Drury showed a propensity the whole game to come back, and now it's going to be key the next couple of possessions to get some good shots at the basket and then get some stops on the defensive end of the court to get back in this game. Who's been a little quiet recently is Bond. Kiefner's done a nice job on him and limited his shot and scoring opportunities. Kids like Bullitt and others have stepped up, and especially Mormon has stepped up in the second half, but Drury's got to get the ball in Jorge Bond's hands now, see what he can do to get them back in this game. And that's where you see a little bit of that veteran experience like you talked about too, is that, that when Monument needs baskets, Brown gets the ball or Kiefner gets the ball, and Jorge's played a lot of games, and he's only a sophomore, and he's going to see what he can do here to step up and help Mormon and the others get back in the game.
And Kiefner, and there's a steal by Brown. Brown on a breakout. He's going to try to take it coast to coast. Doesn't get it. Here comes Bullitt the other way. Oh, up and under. Sammy Bullitt.
9 points for Sam Bullitt.
Had a nice ball game for the Blue Devils. 57-48 with 5:35 to go in this ball game. Brown down the lane, doesn't get his shot to go. Here comes Drury. They can cut into that lead again.
They got numbers.
Up and under for Jorge Bond.
Coach
and now Monument will call a timeout.
Funny, because the things we talked about Monument doing well, Brown didn't do all the last two possessions. He didn't go up strong either of those opportunities he had. He was kind of playing for the contact, and we talked about that in the first half with Drury. If you don't go up strong, you're not getting a call in this game. Nobody's getting a call anyway. Right. So if you're playing for a call in this game, you're playing in the wrong game in the first three quarters. So
yeah, they've let them play. There have not been a lot of fouls called in this ball game. That is for sure.
Exactly. We were talking before the game about a girls' game many years ago. I went to 3 overtimes in JV and told our players before the game, if you think you're getting a call in this game, that was back when Coach Ladley was with us, and he was a good referee as well. And I go, there's no way he's going to call a lot of fouls in this second game after a 3 overtime JV game. So this is how this game's been officiated all night. It's been very consistent. They've let them play on both ends of the court. So players got to understand with 5 minutes left in the basketball game that if you're going to the basket, you better be going strong. And don't be looking for a call.
That's for sure. One person who doesn't have to shake off the rust here is our producer, director, Peter Gentile. He doesn't miss a beat.
Yep, he's the best.
On the camera for us tonight for Northern Berkshire Community Television. Yeah, that's right. He does Williams games as well, so he's in full swing.
Right, mid-season form.
Exactly. And they're going to call a foul out there, and that's Coach Reset frustrated with that. Well, that call.
And that's the third one on Bond, too, which he definitely didn't want to get the foul there. Says the coach, that's where you get a little frustrated. You see your players get knocked around, you get a touch foul on your player.
5 minutes to go here. Monument with a 7-point lead, 57-50. McElroy doesn't get it to go, runs down his own rebound, and they're going to call, foul. That's going to be number 4 on Bond. That's a big call.
Yeah, 2 quick fouls in the last minute on Jorge Bond, and that's those are big fouls on Drury.
With 4:52 to go, Coach Reset now has a decision to make. He almost has to leave him in there, don't you think, John?
Yeah, and he is. He's going to leave him in and count on his experience to get him through with playing hard without fouling. And they're switching the matchup. He's going on Kiefner, which is not an easy matchup.
McElroy gets it to go. Boy, he's had a big second half here.
Yeah, he's up to 9 points as well, and most of those have been in the 7 of those are in the second half.
Right. Tied up on the baseline. They're going to call a foul. Boy, they bailed him out there. Daly had nowhere to go for Drury. He was surrounded, so he's going to go to the line and shoot a pair with 4:24 to go in this ball game, and Monument Mountain with this 9-point lead. These are big foul shots for the Blue Devils, John.
Yeah, Daly's got to knock these down, get it back to a 7-point game, and get Drury back in their set defense.
There haven't been a lot of fouls shot in this ball game. Neither team has shot the ball particularly well from the foul line.
I mean, that's the first free throw anybody other than Mormon shot for Drury, and he's 2 for 5, and now they're 2 for 6 as a team.
And it goes. That was a big one.
All right, Drury needs to stop here.
Right. 59-51, 4:20 to go in this ball game now.
You got the lead down under double digits. This is where you got to get some key stops and good offensive possessions.
Kiefner all the way to the basket. Spinning move does not go. And here comes Bond for the Blue Devils. Bullet. And they're going to call a foul there. Daly on the offensive boards will go back to the foul line for the Blue Devils.
You know, we talked about Monument getting a lot of second shots. Coach Reset's gone to his 2 big players in there at the same time with Daly and Mormon, and it's resulted in a lot more second shot opportunities for Drury, and they're getting to the free throw line now. So good adjustment by Coach Reset, and now Drury's taking advantage of that with some second shots. Got to knock down your free throws.
But you got to knock them down. That's the key here. Drury 3 for 8 from the foul line. And he missed them both. That's 2 big misses there.
Yeah, those are tough. You get a good stop and a nice offensive rebound. You got to get another stop here and get the ball back.
Monument Mountain with the 8-point lead, 59-51. Long one by Kiefner. Oh, he buries it. Isaiah Kiefner.
Kiefner's another one who's really stepped up in the second half.
Yep. That's his 3rd three-pointer of this contest. And they're going to call a timeout on the side for Drury as Monument now has the 11-point lead, 62-51 with 3:27. And this is a danger zone now for Drury, John. They've got to respond here.
Right. I mean, they've had some opportunities. They haven't had chances to take advantage of them in the inside, but they have to do that right here as they get a good opportunity on a score and then some stops. They're giving Monument too many open shots now from the 3, and they got to contest everything and make them earn everything on the offensive end.
And if you're just joining us watching this broadcast, this has been a back and forth affair for Drury. They are missing tonight 2 of their starters, senior Mile Beauchamp and junior Connor Hinkle. So Coach Reset has had to go to his bench here in this one, and they've responded well. This has been a back and forth affair.
They have. I mean, Drury's hung in there well with some young players stepping up. And I think the thing for Monument in this half is that we've had players like Kiefner's got 8 of his 14, and McElroy's got 7 of his 9. So we've got some other players stepping up and scoring for Monument and supporting Brown. And Drury just needs a little more scoring firepower from other players besides Bond and Mormon.
Unofficially, I've got Manny Brown with 26 points here in this one to lead all scorers.
That's the key, though. You had 17 at the half, and some other kids have stepped up in the second half to help.
And Jorge Bond's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. He took the ball hard to the basket.
Nice drive by Bond. I have him with 17 right now.
Yes,
He's done a nice job.
Yep, I've got Jorge with 17 points. Just a sophomore. Boy, we're going to be talking about him for a few years to come here.
You know, one of the key things that happened recently, too, at Monument is they've recognized they're ahead. So you watch when they get into their offense, they start running their little flex motion, which runs a little time off the clock. And, you know, they're being smart with controlling, not taking quick shots and controlling the clock here. See if Drury can force them to speed up a little bit.
And Bond missed the second one.
Good rebound by Daly.
That three-pointer does not go. And here comes Monument. They've got the 10-point lead, and we're approaching the 3-minute mark here. They're going to run some clock for sure.
Yeah, good veteran move there. Brown was ready to go, and he realized, nope, not running. We're going to use some clock.
Bond finds the man from the corner. It doesn't go. And there's Kaludi with a putback and one. Boy.
Strong by Kaludi.
Kaludi is a force underneath that basket. He's only got 6 points here, John, but boy, he seems like he has been all over both the offensive and defensive boards.
Right, he's been a little quiet scoring in the second half, but boy, when the rebounds, when they need a big rebound, he gets every single one. And that was 2 really strong rebounds there on the offensive boards.
Seven points for Kaludi.
And he also got the 4th foul on Mormon, too, on that.
Right, he's done a nice job on Mormon as well tonight defensively.
Yes, he's made Sam earn everything on this end of the court and really made things difficult for him.
Bond, long three-pointer, doesn't go. Kaludi. And I'm going to call a travel there. Unforced turnover with 2:34 to go. And Drury trailing by 13 here. Bullet against Brown. Yeah, Drury's got to hurry here now.
No, that was a nice look by Ramel
Right.
Alvarez. Sam Bullet started to cut and he stopped, and Ramel was trying to lead him to the basket.
And Monument's going to run clock here.
Yeah, good patience by Monument.
Shot doesn't go there by Brown, and they're going to call foul on the rebounding action against Manny Brown. And Drury will have the ball here.
You know, the good thing about that foul for Drury, it makes next one will be shooting the rest of the way for them.
Right.
So try to get to the line and get some free throws here.
That's a 14 foul for Monument.
Still get used to that new rule, but
yeah,
a little more.
It takes a while. But I'll tell you, not a lot of fouls called in this game. They have really let them play. Bond all the way to the basket. His shot blocked.
Kaludi.
But Bond gets it back for 3. Doesn't go. McElroy. Oh, beautiful skip pass ahead to Brown. Boy, what a play.
You know, it all started with a great box out by McElroy, too.
.67-52 here for Drury, for Monument with 1:20 to go in the ball game here. Kiefner goes all the way to the basket, doesn't get it to roll. And they're going to call a foul there. on Manny Brown in the backcourt. That's going to put Jorge Bond on the line. That's the 15th foul of the quarter for Monument. And Bond will go to the line and shoot it for Drury. 2 shots.
That seemed like this rule too. You know, fourth quarter you get 5 fouls and all of a sudden you're shooting 2. There's no more 1-and-1.
No more 1-and-1s.
I was going to say, with about 3 or 4 minutes left, the Drury's done a good job with missing a couple stars. They had 52 points, they're scoring, and then they got stuck on 52 for a while. And Monument, being the veteran team they are, just lengthened that lead methodically.
Yep, they went on that run, and that's really been the difference of the game because it was a back-and-forth affair before then. 67-53, a minute to go in the ball game.
Yeah, as much as we talked about earlier before the contest about young kids getting a chance to play, I mean, seniors that have played a lot of minutes like these Monument kids have, that's still a huge advantage for them. And they can play. That's the other part of it.
That's for sure.
Not just seniors, they can play.
And nice shot there by Bond. Unofficially, I have Jorge Bond with 21 points to lead the Blue Devils here. And that's the kind of offense that Coach Rissett's going to need from Bond while he gets his squad healthy. And Kiefner can't get his shot to go. 25 seconds to go. Kiefner steals the ball back.
Here's again.
And foul there by Mormon inadvertently there. 21 seconds to go. Monument 67-55. And again, Jen, the score of this game just does not reflect how competitive this contest was between these two teams. They were back and forth the whole game.
Right, Drury was right there the whole game. They'd get down a couple times, 6, 7 points. They come right back to get it either get it tied or get it close every single time. And they've shown some good depth tonight. They've shown some good patience and really Bonds had a big game, but some other players have stepped up and played very well too. And Sam Mormon had a big second half.
And Monument Mountain's going to run the clock out, call a timeout here with 5 seconds to go. In the contest.
I mean, as you'd expect, Coach Rissette's team's playing strong and hard right to the whistle here and double teaming and playing good defense and enforce Monument to a timeout.
Yep, that's the trademark of a Coach Risette squad. They are all out from beginning to end.
It's a good learning game for Drury too. I mean, they've stepped into the play one of the best teams in the state in Monument of the last couple of years, and they hung right with them for the full game. And it was a little bit just the last couple of minutes where Monument lengthened their lead, but Drury was right there the whole game for 4 quarters with a good, strong Monument team.
Yeah, no one, Coach Risette, being the competitive person that he is, doesn't want to lose the game, but
right.
I'm sure silently he's got to be saying to himself, he's got something going here because he hung with this team when he was shorthanded from beginning to end.
Yeah, it's only going to make his team stronger having these minutes for these younger players and ready to step in and play this year for him.
Without question. And a foul on the floor. That's going to put McElroy on the line here with 2 seconds to go. He's going to shoot a pair here. That's the 15th foul for the Blue Devils. Again, we want to thank Northern Berkshire Community Television for the broadcast of tonight's high school basketball action between Monument Mountain and Drury, our opening broadcast of the season. And it's been a dandy here from Drury High School.
Yeah, 30 points for Manny Brown. That's a heck of a start his senior year.
Yep. Yeah, he's very difficult to contend with, very athletic, as you indicated at the outset, John.
Yeah, and their defense, like we said, that really keys their transition game where they're most comfortable is going out and attacking any kind of long rebound or steal in transition. And McElroy and Kiefner had big second halves as well.
Right. That's going to do it from Drury here. The final score is Monument Mountain 69 and Drury 55 in a exciting, fast-paced contest between these two teams who are going to be heard from as the season goes along in Division 4 for Monument Mountain and Drury in Division 5. And it was a good one, John, and between them, and we saw some outstanding play. A senior, Manny Brown, is everything we thought he was going to be for Monument, and we also saw the offensive potential of Jorge Bond, who had a nice game for Drury.
Yeah, Jorge Bond really matched them. Scoring 21 points, I believe, and
right.
He had some big moments in both halves for Drury, and he's a sophomore. He's played a lot of basketball already for the Blue Devils, and he's going to be counted on to be probably their top scorer throughout the year. And Sam Mormon had a good second half, getting up to 10 points, along with some of the younger players like Ramel Alvarez and Sam Bullitt and Lucas Hamilton. It's going to be a nice squad for the Blue Devils this year. And I tell you, opening night game to have Drury and Monument in this kind of contest, this kind of crowd, it's going to be a heck of a season like it always is in Berkshire County basketball.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of great games coming up. If this is any indication of the quality of play that we're going to see here in Berkshire County.
And just thing I want to say, too, is that, being a superintendent in Berkshire County, there was a lot of focus preseason on some of fan and player behavior in the fall season at the end of last year. And this was a great crowd tonight at Drury. They were loud in the JV game. They were loud in the varsity game. We're right up in the middle of the crowd in the student section, and all I heard were everybody cheering for their team. The
right.
coaches were coaching, the players
right.
were playing, officials did a good job. It was the first game, so everybody's getting their feet wet. We're adjusting up here. But you know what? This is what it should be about. A game like tonight where two strong teams are going after each other, they're playing hard. A couple of coaches are going to talk about some fouls here and there, but you know what? There was nothing in the crowd. It was all positive, all supportive. And let's use that as an example for the season. That's the first game of the season. Let's have that be the way it is all year. Be loud, support your team, and be positive. And leave the negativity. Just get rid of it. Be positive and support your team.
Absolutely. And like you said, when we put the season broadcast together, we circled this one as the first one we wanted to do. We thought it was going to be a good game. It was a good game. We saw some quality play by both teams. Drury a little bit short-handed. I would have liked to seen this game with them at full strength, but Coach Rossett won't make any excuses, I'm sure. And secretly, he's got to be pretty pleased with the effort his squad put forth here this evening. Got to be the way players stepped up and played, the way they competed. Drury didn't back down the whole game. They were playing strong right to the end, forcing Monument to call a timeout with 5 seconds left because of their tough, aggressive, double-teaming defense at the end. So a lot of good things for Coach to pull from in this game for his young Blue Devil squad. And, they're going to learn from this, too, because they have some things that they could do better, obviously, in terms of how they ran their offense when the fourth quarter came. It seemed like they got a little stagnant in the fourth quarter. So now, how do you, those are things during the course of the year you're going to learn. Where do you go to get your shots at the end of shot clock? Where do you go to get your shots in the fourth quarter or the end of those type of shot clock end of the quarter situations? So Drury does have some players that can score in those situations, but can the other players get them the ball? Can they run an offense through to get them the ball? You can see Monument, they know what to go to in their sets when it's different situations in a game and get their players that can score the ball in their areas where they're comfortable to score in, too. And you think kid like Kaludi, who can dominate on the offensive boards as well, helps. So this is a great game. Both teams are going to be tough this year, and I'm glad that we had this one on the schedule because it's fun to watch. Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it here from Drury. For our producer, director, camera person, Peter Gentile, my sidekick here this evening, John Franzoni, I'm Tim Morey. The final score here at Drury, it was Monument Mountain 69 and Drury 55. Good night.